How did I bench 3 plates at 17 years old as a vegetarian? A whole bunch of steroids. Just kidding, guys. Everything I'm gonna go over is from when I was 16 to 17. Before that, I'll give you some background. I was wrestling for like a couple of years by then. I think seriously, I started going to the gym properly when I was like 16. And the jump from 16 to 17 was the major jump, I'd say, because when I started going to the gym, I was benching 25 on each side, and it was super shaky. I remember this one guy in the gym. I'll never forget this, yo. There was one guy in the gym when I first started, and like I was benching the 25 on each side, and he's just like, yo man, you'll never be able to bench. Where's that guy now? I don't know. And, because of that, I think it just lit something inside of me. I'm like, I hate this guy. Like, so the first time I benched though, like I was relatively strong. Like I wasn't benching the bar when I started. I benched 25 on each side, and then within like 2 months of working out, just consistently, I was benching a plate. But the journey from a plate to 2 plates was faster than pretty much anything after that. Like the jump from 1 plate to 2 plates was really quick, and then from 2 plates to 3 was a mission. So my workout schedule is pretty much like this. So I trained chest, arms, legs, back. So that was my schedule because my chest and my arms were the weakest point of my body. My legs were already pretty decently strong because of all the wrestling and all that stuff. Here's some of my lifts when I was 16. But yeah, so I trained chest and arms because those were my weakest points. I credit that. I put the workouts directly on the screen so you guys can copy. I won't say they're the most optimal because I don't know what I was doing. I was just trying to put as much volume as I could to get stronger, but this is the exact workouts that I did to get to that point. Hardest part about that is staying motivated because everybody tells you you can't do it. Like many times people have told me, hey, you can't bench 2, and then I bench 2, and then they're like, okay, you got 2 but you can't get 3, and then when I got 3 they're like, okay, there's no way you can get 4, and then I just got 4. So everyone's gonna say everything until you do it, and then once you do it, they're just like, oh, lol. To be completely honest with you, even though like I trained like the 6 times in the week, it wasn't just the training. I had wrestling practice to keep me in shape. Because I was training so often and the volume was so much, I went to wrestling practice, that was pretty much all cardio. So take that as like high intensity cardio. When I was going to the gym, I was strength training. So imagine 4 times in the week you're doing high intensity cardio, 6 times in the week you're doing weight training, and then sometimes it would even be double in the day because I had school wrestling practice and club wrestling practice. So point, I ate whatever I wanted in the means of being a vegetarian. I was eating but like towards the end I did get more strict with it. I was eating Beyond Meat burgers, tofu all the time. That a lot of the meat replacement meals, you'll see like the veggie fish, veggie chicken, veggie, all that stuff. And then there was this one mass gainer. It was called Iron Vegan. That's what I was taking at the time. I got it from like Bulldog Brampton. But that was the main stuff that I was eating. So I wasn't too focused on the diet because like I said, I was training so often that it kind of offset whatever I ate. But if you want a strong bench press, you gotta be benching often. Like I was benching maybe like 2-3 times in the week, maybe even more than that. If I'm training chest, I'm doing my regular bench press sets. Training arms, I'm doing close grip bench. You gotta consistently train bench, and you gotta train heavy. So when I hit 2 plates, it's like a measurement that I went by. I don't know how accurate it was, but I'm telling you from my experience, I was able to bench a plate for 10. I was somehow able to bench a plate, 2 plates for 1, and I just used the same system. So when I benched 2 plates for 10, then I knew I could bench 315. So I would just consistently try to hit 10, but it would start off like this. Like I'd hit 2 plates for 1, and I'd rack it, then 2 plates for 1, and then rack it, and then 2 plates for 1, and then I'll get 3, and then I'll bench 2 plates for 2, and then 2. Eventually I'd get to sets where I was like, okay, I hit 5, and then I hit 3, and then I hit 2. So then I complete the 10 reps, and then I get 6, and then I get 4, and then I get 7, and then I get 3, and then I get 8, and then I get 2, and eventually I was able to hit the 2 plates like consecutively for 10 reps. And then once I knew that, then I would be able to bench 3. But I'd say benching up until 275 is the easy part. The gap from 275 to 315 is the hardest ever. Like I would hit certain plateaus where I couldn't lock out fully, so I would do some supplement exercises like to the actual bench training just to beat that plateau, which was I think it's called a dead bench, where you start at the bottom. So I'd put myself in the cage and then put the safeties on the side and start the bench from the very bottom. Put something heavy on from the bottom, press all the way up, and then let it go back, and then reset and then do that, just so I can get my tendons and like get my arms used to putting that load at the very bottom and breaking that plateau at the very bottom. Another tip that I can give is, if you're benching and your problem is getting it off your chest, it's usually a chest issue, so you gotta focus more on chest training, right? If you're struggling from locking it out, it's usually a tricep issue. So do with that as you will. Train triceps to get it stronger if that's your weakness. Train chest more often to get it stronger. And there's no really like, everybody's different, right? When I say get stronger, I just mean train it more often, use hypertrophy, use progressive overload, use good form. Another thing that I can say is, doing this as a natural, it will take time. Like, don't think you can like just look on TikTok and see, okay, the guy hit 3 plates in like 1 year of lifting. Everyone's results are going to be the same, right? But yeah, guys, in a short little video, I just wanted to get over it, like a couple of stuff that I did. Hopefully this helps you guys out. Peace out, guys. Love you guys.